welcome back to the fourth video of this chapter, that is the acid, bases and salt. So, good morning to all. So, today we will discuss about the bases and its classification. In the previous video, we have discussed about the concept of acid and its classification. So, in this video, we will discuss about the bases and its classification. So, first of all, what is the definition of bases? What are bases actually? Bases are what? Which having bitter taste and soapy touch. These two property generally define the bases. Means the chemical substance which having bitter taste and having soapy touch, those are called as bases. Now, why this soap are giving soapy touch? Actually, the soap molecule, actually our skin, when we are applying bases, our skin mainly possesses fatty acid. Clear? So, when this fatty acids are reacts with the bases, suppose we are taking NaOH, they are forming the sodium salt of fatty acid, which are actually soap. So, due to the formation of this sodium salt of fatty acid, whenever the fatty acid present in our skin reacts with the NaOH or any bases, they are giving the metal salt of the fatty acid, those are actually soap, and that is why the bases are having soapy touch. So, next, how can we define bases? Means more scientifically, how can we define the bases? These two are the property, but only by this property we cannot define the bases. So, how can we define bases? Let us see. Okay. So, what is bases? It is generally told that according to neutralization reaction, whenever any substance reacts with acid, gives salt plus water, those substances are called as bases. Clear? So, the substance when reacts with acid, if it gives salt plus water, then those components or those chemical substance are called as bases. So, we can say that the substance which when reacts with the acid, it gives salt plus water, then those substance are called as bases. For example, NaOH when reacts with KOH, suppose it reacts with the acid like HCl. NaOH when reacts with the HCl, what it gives? It will gives NaCl, salt plus water. Similarly, KOH, it reacts with the HCl, that is the hydrochloric acid, it gives KCl plus water. So, in this way we can say that the substance which reacts with the acid and gives the corresponding metal salt plus water as a byproduct, those components, chemical substance are called as bases. Clear? So, we can say that the hydroxides of metal which reacts with acid to give salt plus water, those metal hydroxides are called as bases. Clear? So whenever the metal hydroxides or hydroxides of metal reacts with acid, it gives salt plus water, and generally this hydroxide is of alkali and alkaline earth metals. Alkali and alkaline earth metals, that is in the periodic table group 1 and group 2 elements, for example sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, these are the elements or these are the metal whose hydroxide when reacts with acid they give salt plus water. So those hydroxides are called as bases. Those hydroxides are called as bases. Clear? So this is one of the definition that the metal hydroxides which reacts with acid gives salt plus water, that's why they are called as bases. Similarly, we can see there are some metal oxides are also there which are basic in nature. There are some metal oxides are also there which are basic in nature. For example, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide. So these are some of the oxides, metal oxides which are also basic in nature. And how can we justify that these are the bases? Because when they react with the acid, they will also give metal salt like calcium chloride plus H2O. Similarly, magnesium oxide when reacts with HCl gives magnesium chloride plus H2O. Clear? So the metal oxides also reacts with oxides. The metal oxides, some few metal oxides also reacts with acid, which gives the metal salt plus water as a byproduct. So here we can also say that oxides of metals which reacts with acid gives salt plus water. Those oxides are also, metal oxides are also bases. Both are called as bases. This, in both the cases we are getting the bases. This component is base oxide and this one hydroxides are the bases. So we can say that the metal hydroxide and oxide which reacts with the acid and gives salt plus water, those oxides and hydroxides are known as bases. Clear? Next. Now there are some exceptions are there. Exception means, for example, if we will take PbO2, this is also a metallic oxide. PbO2. PbO2 when reacts with acid, clear? PbO2, this is also a metal oxide. When reacts with acid, gives PbCl2 plus Cl2 plus water. Clear? It gives PbCl2. This is the balancing one. Okay. PbO2 plus 4HCl gives PbCl2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2O. So here in this case, this metal oxide when reacts with acid, it gives metal salt, water, but additional to that it also gives Cl2. That's why this metallic oxide is not basic, is not a basic metallic oxide. It is not a basic metallic oxide. So that's why we can say that the metal oxides which only reacts with acid and gives the corresponding metal salt and water, those metallic oxides are only known as bases. But if it gives other than salt plus water, any other product will come, then that oxide of metal is not a base, Similarly, for example, Al2O3 plus HCl, here we will get AlCl3 plus H2O, AlCl3 plus H2O, clear? AlCl3 plus H2O. This is a metallic oxide. It reacts with acid, gives metallic oxide and salt and water, this is base, but remember there is the exception that this aluminum oxide will also react with the base, and treated as a acid So we can say these are called as amphoteric oxides. These are called as amphoteric oxides. But in general we can say that the metal oxides and hydroxides, when reacts with the acid, if it gives salt plus water, then those oxides and hydroxides are called as bases. Clear, students? So this is the preliminary definition of the bases. So you note down, once again I am repeating the definition of bases, the classical definition of bases, that write it: whenever the oxides and hydroxides of metal reacts with acid, give salt plus water as a byproduct, then those chemical substance are known as bases. Clear? So next we will go more scientific definition of bases. What are other definitions of bases? How can we define the bases? So number one is according to Arrhenius concept. What are bases? According to Arrhenius concept, the chemical substance which furnish hydroxide ion in the aqueous solution. According to Arrhenius concept, chemical substance which furnish hydroxide ion, OH minus ion, in aqueous solution is known as base. So according to Arrhenius concept, if the chemical substance furnish hydroxide ion in aqueous solution, it is known as bases. Let's see some example. NaOH, when dissolved in water, it gives Na plus OH minus. Clear? It is Na plus OH minus. Na plus simply we can write it NaOH when dissolved in water, or we can say when the aqueous solution is prepared. In aqueous solution it gives Na plus and OH minus ion. Aqueous means solution in water. Similarly, KOH in aqueous solution gives K plus in aqueous medium plus OH minus. So students, write down the second definition of bases are the chemical substance which furnish hydroxide ion in aqueous solution. Is known as bases. This is the second definition of bases, and these are few examples of Arrhenius bases. Clear? So in higher class, two more concept is there. I am just telling you the statement. What are the, according to Bronsted-Lowry theory. Okay. According to Bronsted-Lowry theory, bases are proton acceptor. And according to Lewis concept, bases are electron donor. So this is the concept of bases, and these are few of the examples of bases. So first concept is that the oxides and hydroxides of metal which reacts with acid give salt plus water as a byproduct. Those metals and metal oxides and hydroxides are called as bases. Similarly, the second definition according to Arrhenius concept, the chemical substance which furnish hydroxide ion in the aqueous solution is known as bases. Example NaOH and KOH. And according to Bronsted-Lowry theory, bases are proton acceptor, and according to Lewis theory, bases are electron donor. So this is all about the concept of bases. This is all about the concept of bases, and the primary property, the classical definition is that the component which is bitter in taste and having soapy touch, those chemical substance are called as bases. Next we will go to the next one, that is classification of bases. 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 Clear? So how we can classify the bases? First, on the basis of strength. On the basis of strength. On the basis of strength, bases can be classified into two types. One is strong bases and another is weak bases. Strong bases and second one is the weak bases. So on the basis of strength, the bases can be classified into two types. One is the strong base and second is the weak base. Second is the weak base. So what is strong base? So according to strong base, when there is complete dissociation, dissociation of hydroxide ion in aqueous solution, then it is called as strong base. Whenever the metal hydroxide completely dissociate into hydroxide ion in aqueous solution, then it is called as strong base. For example, this NaOH and this KOH, these are completely dissociate into Na plus OH minus, and similarly it is K plus OH minus. So these are strong bases. Strong bases. Clear? But when we will talk about weak bases, when there is partial dissociation of hydroxide ion in aqueous solution, then it is called as weak base. Example, NH4OH, it partially dissociate, reversible sign means partially dissociate into NH4 plus OH minus. So this is the example of weak base. So in this way we can classify the base according to the strength into two types, strong as base and weak base. Strong base when there is a complete dissociation, no reverse process, but in weak base there is partial dissociation, means the reversible process will take place. So this comes under the weak base. So this is the first classification. Second classification is the on the basis of concentration. On the basis of concentration. So on the basis of concentration, it can be divided into two types. One is concentrated acid, a concentrated base, another is diluted base. Concentrated base and the diluted base. So concentrated base means maximum amount of base or maximum concentration of base, minimum concentration of water means 95% of base and only 5% of water, then it is called as concentrated base. Similarly, in case of diluted, the maximum concentration of water and minimum concentration of base means, just reverse, 95% of water and only 5% of base, then it comes under diluted bases. So students, in this way we can classify the bases into two types on the basis of strength and concentration. On the basis of strength, there are two types are there, that is the strong base and the weak base. And on the basis of concentration, there are two types, concentrated and diluted. Concentration means maximum amount of base with respect to water. Diluted means maximum amount of water with respect to base. So this is all about the concept of base and its classification. Thank you.